What's up, YouTube? Yankees Jets fan 71 back with another video. So late night, was watching some YouTube. Decided to make a video since I'm still up. Having a blue moon. Cheers to you all. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Have a great President's Day on Monday. So, got a package here, and I also got my nominations for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. We'll talk about that in a second. Actually, you know what? Let's do the Hall of Fame nominations first. Now, I actually refrained from voting for the past couple of years. I have my reasons. I'm not going to go into them. But one of the things I did say this year, as one of my New Year's resolutions for my YouTube channel, is I wanted to get back into the community. I wanted to make friends. I wanted to revisit old friendships that I've had in the community. And I think voting this year is going to help with that. So that being said, Ray from Philly and a couple of the other guys are doing this. I'm sorry, I don't know the other guys' names. All I really know is Ray. So their rules are they've actually put out a YouTube OG ballot, which I think is very cool. There are a couple of serious omissions on that. Not going to get into that right now either, but I'm going to vote for the ones that I feel deserve it. And we're going to start off with Benji 76 cards. He's been doing card breaks, and he's also a Winnipeg Jets and Chicago Cubs collector. Great guy. Feel like he really should be in the Hall of Fame, so I'm putting him in. Another guy who I can't even believe he's not in the Hall of Fame, and I'm going to put my readers on because I'm having trouble reading my own handwriting. And I can't believe he's not in the Hall of Fame. I don't know him all that well. I mean, we follow each other's channels and we're friends on Facebook, but we really don't talk all that much. And that's something I'd like to correct because he seems like he's such a cool guy. And that's Caleb's Cards, TTM Autographs, and More. I've watched his channel over the years and really think he really should be in the YouTube Hall of Fame. And I'm a little surprised he's not in the YouTube Hall of Fame. What's going on here? Another guy who I feel should be in the YouTube Hall of Fame. He doesn't really make videos anymore, but when he did, he made some really good hockey card videos. Fellow Islander fan Den 1013. Denny, start making some videos, brother. Get back in the ball game. The next guy is another guy who I feel. The next two actually are guys I can't believe they're not in the Hall of Fame already. The first one is the Collazo Effect. Have you seen this guy's Peyton Manning collection? It's just unreal. And his Drew Brees collection also is just fantastic. Can't believe he's not in the Hall of Fame. Really needs to get in this year, so vote for Collazo Effect. And the last one is another guy who's been doing pickup videos for years, ever since I started being. I think he might be around the same amount of years as I am. I'm 20 years. I think he's close to it, if not there. And that's Squeeze Pod 21. I remember when he didn't have his kids on. Once he had his kids, he started putting them on the videos with him, and it's just makes so much of a fun watch to have the kids on while he shows off his haul. So I think for me, my 5 OGs are Benji 76 cards, Caleb's cards, TTMs and TTM autographs and more, Den 1013, the Collazo Effect, and Squeeze Pot 21. So those are my OG guys. Now for the modern, we're going to start off with Scotty Big D for life. I can't believe he's not in the Hall of Fame either. Been a big part of the card community, big time Dallas Cowboys collector. Love the guy's videos. Got to be in the Hall of Fame. Got to get him in this year. Another guy who I can't believe is not in the Hall of Fame, and I also feel that we really need to get him in also, is Eric Big Mac Collector. I'm sorry, Big Mac Fanatic. Has probably one of the best Mark McGuire PCs out there. Big time fan of Mark McGuire. Can't believe he's not in the Hall of Fame, so we've got to get him in. This one might be a guy that not many people know, but I do, and I want to vote for him this year. It's Mike, from the Hot Corner. Um, and yeah, his real name is Mike Schmidt, which I think's hilarious. He's a Phillies guy. He's in Philly, and his name's Mike Schmidt. What a name to have living in Philadelphia. He's mainly a TTM guy, but he also does collect cards. He collects Philly cards. He goes to autograph signings, and his videos are such fun to watch, man. It makes me want to get back into TTMing. So I'm voting for the Hot Corner to get into the Hall of Fame. Another guy who I'm voting for is Wax Museum Podcast. He mainly deals with basketball cards, but he does such in-depth videos on how to look to see where pieces that were stuck inside cards, what games they were from. He shows off his he has videos where he shows off his hauls. He has videos where he goes to card shows. I think he's one of the better guys out there in the hobby with video presentation. So Wax Museum Podcast, I'm voting for you. Another guy who I can't believe is not in the Hall of Fame. He's a good buddy of mine. I affectionately call him Brother, and his wife Sister. That's amazing. Mets cards. I can't believe he's not in the Hall of Fame. Dude's got to get in the Hall of Fame. He does so much for the community, breaking new stuff all the time. Got to get him in the Hall of Fame. Come on now. Another guy I think I'm going to vote for is Angry Old Man. He has some really entertaining videos that I do enjoy watching, so we're going to include him in that. Another guy who I don't really know, I've just started watching his videos and I do enjoy them. It's Dime Box Discoveries. He always goes to card shows or to his LCS and picks up boxes of like a ton of cards that he gets from Dime Boxes, and he always gets some good stuff. He's based out of Cincy, so I think his focus is Cincinnati Reds players, but he does get players from all different teams, and they're really good stuff. So I'm gonna vote for Dime Box Discoveries. Another guy who I don't know very well. I've only started watching his video in the past year, but he big time collector. He collects the vintage Dodgers cards mainly is his thing. That's Rick Acosta, Dodgers card collector. I'm gonna put my vote in for him. And last but not least, I'm voting for Suze. Now Suze is a Derek Jeter collector. She, to me, is a trailblazer in the community because she and her friend Maria were doing blogs about baseball cards long before anybody else was doing it. She was one of the first females to really come out as a card collector. I respect the hell out of her, and I think really needs to be in the YouTube Hall of Fame. So my nominations once again: Benji 76 cards, Caleb's cards, TTM autographs, and more. Den 1013, The Colazzo Effect, Squeeze Pod 21, Big D for Life, Big Mac Fanatic, The Hot Corner, Dime Box Discoveries, Amazon Mets cards. Let's try saying that 3 times fast. Angry Old Man, Rick Acosta, Dodgers card collector, and Suze. So those are my nominations for this year's ballot for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. Now, let's open the package. I know it's in here. This is from a contest I entered on Instagram and wound up winning. If you guys are in the hobby for a long time, you're going to know the name Brandon Steiner. He used to own Steiner Sports. He sold it off. Now he owns Collectible Exchange in Yonkers. And they had a contest that I actually won. Looks like there's a letter in here. Dear collector, thank you for purchasing. I'm not going to say what I purchased. I'll show it to you. I didn't purchase it. I won it in a contest. This letter confirms that this item is 100% authentic and from my personal collection. I hope this unique collectible adds to and complements your memorabilia collector. Signed, Brandon Steiner. So, let's see if I can open this up with my fingernails. Yeah, it's coming off pretty easily. So I'm actually excited to get this card. It's an autographed card. It's a signed card of a former Yankee, Hall of Famer, and one of the vintage guys. So he was a player from the 40s and the 50s. So I already have one of his autographs, but I am so stoked to be able to add another one of his autographs to my collection because I loved this guy growing up. And that guy is none other than... Let me just take it out of the card saver. I'm going to take it out of this penny sleeve. Card is of none other than the Scooter, Phil Rizzuto. Was able to win this card in a contest. Going to put this in a one-touch after I post a video up. Really, really excited to have this card. It's on the Bowman Heritage, but Brandon Steiner's a very trustworthy collector, dealer. The Yankees were involved with him for so many years, so I have no doubt that this autograph is 100% legit. Plus, I have a Rizzuto autograph, and I've seen so many Phil Rizzuto autographs over the years, so I know his autograph when I see it. So, one card mail day, my YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame ballot, going on almost to 12 minutes. So let's wrap this up. Guys, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope your weekend is fantastic. I hope you guys enjoy the extra holiday, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.